Good morning, children. So today I am going to start a new lesson, lesson number 2, nutrition in animals. Okay, in the first chapter you learned about the nutrition in plants, and you learned how the food is prepared in plants, and what are the raw materials required for the synthesis of the food, how it will be going inside the body. Okay, then how they are producing a new thing. Okay, chemical reaction takes place and producing a new product. Okay, so that all you studied in the last previous lesson. Okay, so now let us study about other type of heterotrophic nutrition. That means including the man, all animals, they are depending on the plants. You know already this fact. Okay, in chapter first you learned that by the photosynthesis process, the plants are able to produce the food. Okay, so by eating those, other organisms are surviving on the earth. See, we the human beings will eat directly the plant things or plant products or plant only we are eating. Okay, green leafy vegetables we are eating, and the other vegetables like tomato, brinjal, what it is producing. Okay, that is also we are eating. We are eating a root part, stem part, flower part. Okay, so all those you studied in the previous last year only you studied in 6th standard. Okay, so all of us are depending on the plants for the food, or because only the plants are able to produce it. Okay, so they are preparing and giving to us, and by eating them we are getting the energy. We can do the functioning of our body. Okay, so whether it is any animal, not only the human beings, all the carnivorous animals, herbivorous animals, all those animals, whether it is a bacteria or virus also, so it depends on others. Okay, so all organisms are depending on the plants for the food purpose. Okay, food is very important, already you know. In first lesson I explained you. Okay, food is the very important thing, without that we cannot survive. So all are directly or indirectly depending on the plants for the food purpose. Okay, so some are eating the animal part also. Okay, so not only on plants, some animals also will be eaten. Okay, so we are eating the fish or the flesh of some animals like a sheep or chicks or hen, like that. We are eating the flesh of some animals. Okay, so that also animals also can be eaten. Okay, so including the plants and animals, we are eating the animal product or the plant products we are eating, and we are getting the food by them, and it is digested in the body. Okay, so in the first part of the lesson, in first lesson we discussed about in a plant body how it is synthesized, how it is digested, everything we learned. Okay, so in the second lesson we are going to discuss about especially in the human body, what we are consuming, in what ways are there for consumption. Okay, what we are eating the food now, what are the ways, different ways of consumption, and how it will go into the body. After that, how it will be digested, what are all the organs related to it, and how the necessary things will be observed and it is utilized in the body. Okay, so about that and all, and the waste product which is produced in the body, how it is eliminated. Okay, so that all we will discuss with particular organs. There are several organs. Okay, these are the external organs. What we are seeing outside, no, eyes, nose, hands, legs, these are the external organs. Okay, that about you studied in the lower classes itself, what are the external organs. So here in detail we are studying about our internal organs related to the digestion. Understand, children? The internal organs which are helping for the food to digest, that organs we are going to study in detail. Okay, so these are very basic things, children. You have to know about your body and your body parts, internal organs, what are there, that you have to know. Because if you are eating the food, how it is digested inside, how it is other organs are helping it to digest, that all you should know. Okay, so that's why it is included in your lessons. Got it? So now let us move to the lesson. So here, firstly, we know that we are depending on the plants. So what the plants are preparing? So they are preparing mainly one thing. Lastly, I wrote when the photosynthesis process takes place. That time it will utilize carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and the chlorophyll, and it is forming a carbohydrate. Okay, product as carbohydrate, and oxygen is liberated to the atmosphere. Okay, now this carbohydrate is there, no? That is the main important thing. Along with that, other minerals, other type of vitamins, proteins also released. Okay, to the body. How it is released, and these what we will call them? These are called as the nutrients. Okay, so we'll come to the chapter 2, nutrition in animals. Here also we are talking about the nutrition only. Okay, about the food only. So first part of the lesson, what are the main nutrients that are present in a food? That already you learned in first lesson. That also once again I will revise. Then we'll move to the modes of nutrition in animals. Okay, first you should know what is the way of intaking of the food. Okay, so we know that all organisms need the food. Okay, all the organisms are human, including human. They all need the food. For what purpose? They are meant for this growth, repairing and functioning. Why do we need the food? Means we have to grow. Okay, so when we are in a baby stage, from that stage to the child, adult, okay, then old people, like that we are growing, no? So for that growth we need the food. Okay, so growth for, then repairing. Repairing means any part of the body is damaged. Suppose you got a hurt, you got a cut in your finger, okay, or by any accident you got some scratches on your body. Okay, it should be replaced, or it should be filled with new cells. Okay, so how it will be done? By the food only. See, food is giving out some of the nutrients, no? Those nutrients are helping the body to repair it. Means they are helping those cells, newly produced cells are there, no? See, after getting a hurt, after few days, you can see that place is covered with new skin cells, and new muscle is going to grow. It is grown there. How it is appeared? First we have a groove there. We are seeing well-known groove or cut part in your finger. So after few days, you are seeing that that part is closed by something there. A muscle is grown or skin is grown. How it is grown? It is by the formation of new cells. How the new cells are producing? Because we are growing it. Okay, our body is growing it. By what way? By repairing it. Okay, any part of the vehicle or some thing is broken means we will repair it. We will join it. We will do something to join it. Is it not? So like that only our body repairs by itself by growing the cells. Okay. So that is what repairing. For this purpose, to the formation of new cells, we want the food. Okay. So repairing for, we need the food. And functioning. Functioning means to do the work. So any work we want to do means, okay, not only the work. See, I am teaching now. I am going, I am coming inside, I am walking, running, jumping, listening. These are all the functions our body does. Okay, so to do these activities we need somewhat energy. Okay, so that energy, how it comes? It is coming from the food what we are having. Got it? So mainly these things we need the food. We have to live. That is one thing, the first reason. After that, these all are the reasons. For this reason, we have to take the food. That not only the food, a good food we have to take. We'll call it as a balanced diet. You heard maybe. Okay. So all the types of nutrients, vitamins, proteins should be included in your food. Like that food, if you are taking means your growth will be proper, and your external parts, if it is any damaged means we can repair that one by itself, and the functioning also you can do properly. Okay, sometimes you will feel lazy. You cannot get up from your bed and you are not able to do any type of work because of insufficient food, insufficient of energy in your body. Got it? If you have the sufficient of food, do some exercise, means you will get automatically some energy, some freshness. Then you will go and do any type of work. Okay, all functioning depending upon the food only. Okay, so these are the basic things. This we discussed in the last class only. So here also for animals also food is needed, I told. Next, coming to the animal nutrition. Okay, so animal for also they want the nutrients, like the plant for they need carbon dioxide, water, sunlight. These are the raw materials. They are only the nutrient for plants. Okay, so plants are preparing the nutrients for us. What are those nutrients? So nutrients are nothing but last class you studied the carbohydrate, proteins, vitamins, minerals, fats, lipids. These are all, we'll call them as a nutrients. So why these nutrients are required? Okay, so here that requirement we come to know already. Okay, so how this nutrition will go inside, how the food will go inside, by what way, what are the steps of taking the nutrition, means the digestion, nutrition and digestion and all other functions will go on in our body, no? What are the steps related to it? Okay, that we'll see. The first step is the nutrient requirement. See, so nutrition part, we need the nutrients. Okay, what nutrients? Like it may be the carbohydrate, it may be the protein, it may be the mineral, it may be the vitamins. Those are all required nutrients that we want first. Okay, so after that, mode of intake of the food. In what way we will intake the food? All food we are taking and just putting inside the mouth, chewing. All other animals also eating in the same way or not? What are the parts are used for eating the food? That all we will discuss in mode of intake of the food. Mode means in what way. Okay, in what way we are intaking the food. So that we will discuss in the second step, mode of intake of the food. As a third point, its utilization in the body. So after taking the food inside, how it is utilized, means how it is processed. Okay, so you know about the processing. So when you feed anything in the computer, it processes it and gives us the result. It does some calculations. Okay, so like that only, when we take inside the food, what will happen inside the body, inside some organs, and how it is able to liberate the required nutrients, required things, how it is converted as blood, how it is converted as vitamins, how it is converted as energy. That is utilization. For the particular organs, it is going and utilized there. Something is observed there. Okay, so that is the utilization in the body. So these are the 3 steps we are going to learn about animals' nutrition in this lesson. Understand, children? First is nutrients are required for this process, and what is the mode of nutrition and utilization in the body. This is what we want. Got it? Now we'll come to the next point, that is the components of the food. So what are the components? Components means ingredients. What are the things should be there in a food? Already I told here what are the required nutrients. So those nutrients are written here. Components of food. So components are nothing but, last class we discussed carbohydrate, fat, minerals, proteins, vitamins and lipids. These are all we will call it as a components of the food. Okay. So as a component, one thing I told, this carbohydrate, this is released as a byproduct, as a product of the photosynthesis process. Okay, carbohydrate is released as a product in a photosynthesis process. Got it, children? This carbohydrate is in the form of complex substance. If you give carbohydrate directly to our body, it is not able to digest it. Okay, how it will be digested? It is broken into small pieces. Okay, see the complex substances. Suppose the complex substances maybe they are all joined together. Suppose this is the complex substance like carbohydrate. They are all in a group. They are joined together. That substances will be break down. Okay, it is breaking down into many small pieces. Then it will be converted as simpler substance. Then simpler substances will be digested or absorbed by each of the organs easily. Okay. So this is the main procedure of digesting the food. When we intake the food that should be digested means it should be, the complexity must be simplified. Okay. All the complex substances are made into smaller substances or simpler substances. Then it will be digested easily. Understand, children? So here, like a carbohydrate is a complex substance that is broken into smaller pieces or simpler substances. Then it is utilized for the digestion of the food. Okay. So here I'll write, what do you mean by digestion? Okay. So this is the definition. So now I told this complex and simpler substances. This conversion only actually we will call it as a digestion. The correct way of definition, it is given the breakdown of complex components of food into simpler substance is called digestion. Okay. So that I'll write. You take down, children. Those points, whatever I am writing on the board, you take down, because if you don't have the textbook, if you are not reading the textbook, at least if you go through this one, you can understand what I explained. Okay, when I am explaining also, you write down all points and again, once again, you compare what I explained and what are the points written, then you will understand it easily. Okay. Now coming to the what is digestion, the breakdown of complex components of food into simpler substances is called digestion. Understand, children? Okay, what is digestion means? The breakdown of complex substances. Substances are components. Components is the best word. Okay, components are nothing but these only. Okay, carbohydrate, fat, minerals, these all combined form. We'll call it as a components. Okay, the breakdown of complex components of food into simpler substances is called digestion. Okay, that complexity we are converting into simplicity, means complex into simple form we are converting. Okay, simple and soluble form also you can add it. So small particles we will make it, or we'll churn and make it as a solute form, means make it as a jelly like, means not a complete liquid also, not a complete solid also, somewhat like a solution form we will make it. Okay, so solute form we are making it. So that is what we will call it as a digestion. Now let us move to the next part of the lesson. You take down these all things. Now let us move to the next part of the lesson. That is different ways of taking food. So, different ways are nothing but different mode. Ways are nothing but different mode also you can say. Okay. So, different mode of taking the food in the organisms like animals. Okay. In animals only we are seeing here. In animals and also in the human being. Okay. So, now there will be difference in comparing the animals. In what way they will intake the food. See how we are eating the food, you know, by mouth. We'll take it through our hands and we'll take it inside. But all the organisms are not having like us. Okay, suppose the birds maybe, suppose other carnivorous animals maybe. Okay, suppose fishes maybe. They are eating in a different form. For that different parts will be there. Okay, some insects maybe. So they are all having different body part or mouth part for eating the food. So let us see one by one. Okay, here they gave the list, that is activity 2.1. Okay, so activity 2.1, they made a list that you have to find out by what way they are eating the food, what is the way or mode of eating the food. Okay, so that we are discussing here. So few examples also they gave. So let us study one by one what are the ways. Okay. So first is the name of the animal. I will make a column only like that. And then I am explaining name of animal. Okay. Then kind of food. What kind of food it is eating. Then mode of feeding. Understand? So let us study one by one. So first one, what they given as a snail. Snail is an animal. Okay, it is a small insect like. Okay, so it is always moving slowly on the ground. Okay, what way it will eat the food? Okay, so it is a small worm. Okay, so it is crawling like this slowly and it is moving very slowly. And since it is a worm and small animal, it is eating smaller things only. Okay, so what is the food it is eating? Means usually it is eating alga. Okay, so by what way it is eating? Okay, so it is scraping the food. Scraping means the upper part of the food will be scraped by its mouth part. Okay, see alga is always developing on the mountain hilly areas, shaded region, okay, cool region. So especially more it will grow there. Okay, it is surviving in all places, but then also wherever covered area, shaded region is there, no, majority water content is there, that place the alga is growing more. And these snails also you can see them in the wet areas only. So as a food it is eating alga. The alga will be attached to the stones. Okay, or hills. So that will be scraped. The upper part will be scraped by the mouth part of the snail and it is eaten. This is the mode of nutrition in snail. Okay. So here they given the modes, they given scraping, chewing, siphoning, capturing and swallowing, sponging, sucking, etc. From these you have to choose and write. So when I am writing here, that time only I will explain also. Okay. So second one, ant it is given. So ant how it will eat? Okay, you know ant is a very small insect it is. Okay. So it is eating small food particles. It is eating small food particles. Any food maybe. Okay, how it is eating? This is also scraping by the mouth part. Okay, so this is also scraping only. So, since it is having very small mouth part, first it will take from its mouth and scrapes and eat. Okay, so then next is third one, it is eagle. Eagle is a bird, you know, always it is flying so high in the sky. Okay, how does it find out the food? It is having very sharp eyes. So down if it is seeing the snake or rats or something eatable is there. Okay, so it is catching the prey. Prey means any food item. Okay, it may be the snakes or rats or the any carnivorous animal part, fleshy part. Okay, so thrown out part means that the other animals will eat and leftover things. Okay, so only they are called as the scavengers. Leftover things usually they will eat. Okay, so it catches the prey and how it, by what way, mode of feeding, how it will take the food and it will eat. Okay, so usually when it see the prey, it will see the food, that time it will, what happens? It will capture. This will capture and then it will swallow. Because it is not having the teeth like us, it cannot chew, grind. Okay, so it will capture it first, then it is swallowing. Okay, so in this way, see now there will be a difference. Scraping is different, capturing is different, swallowing is different. So in this way, different organs are there in particular organism, particular animal for the mode of nutrition. Okay, let us discuss some more. Now fourth one. So now leaves. Leaves means you know that is present near our bed and sucking the blood from us. Okay, so leaves is as a name of the animal, it is written leaf and food. Okay, so here is the food. Here is the mode. Okay, so leaves is sucking the blood. Okay, so it is how, what is the way of intaking the food? That means it is sucking. What it is intaking? Blood. Okay, so any animal blood or any human beings for also, it will suck the blood from its mouth part. Then fifth one, it is mosquito. Mosquito, you know, mosquito also sucks the blood. Okay, so this is also sucking the blood. So here also sucking I am writing. See here, these two animals also sucking the blood and food is blood only. So by that they will get required nutrients. Okay, then sixth one, butterfly. Butterfly, you know, butterflies are, it may be the bees, they are moving around the flower and sucking what from the flower? Juicy part, that we will call it as a nectar. Okay, so it is sucking nectar. Nectar from the flower, it will suck. Or one more word is given here in your textbook, that is siphoning. So what is meant by siphoning means, see, it is a type of nutrition. It is a mode of nutrition in which the animal suck the food from the substratum. Means from the base into, from down portion into, it will suck. Okay. So that is also called sucking or siphoning. Okay. Here the animal is going to put its mouth part into the base of the flower. Okay. So in the tip only the nectar is not present. Okay. It should peep its mouth part into the flower, then only it will get the nectar. Okay. So from base into it will suck, no, that portion we will call it as a substratum. Okay. From that substratum it will suck the nectar and the juice will be sucked. Okay. Or that is also called as siphoning. Okay. So what it will suck? Nectar. So butterfly or bees, or even the next is housefly. Okay, so housefly, you know, in a house only it is moving. Everybody for it is disturbing. When you keep especially the sweets, okay, or something rotten thing. Okay, so that for it will go and sit and it will be eating. Okay, so this also, it will eat the, especially the decaying matter. Mainly decaying matter or any kind of food also. Or food also. Okay. So around that it is moving, and what it does here, it is also, it will secrete some juicy thing on that food. Okay. So that we will call it as, either you can give the suck also, or one more word is given here, sponging. Sponging is nothing but here it is a way of or mode of nutrition. Here from the animal body, from this insect body, housefly from, a chemical is secreted on the food particle. Okay, so then the food particle will become melted. It becomes soft. Okay, and then it is eating or sucking the food from its mouth parts. Understand? So that's why it is given as sponging here. Okay, it will make it as a sponge, as a very much like a fluid or melting. So the food will be becoming soft and simpler form. Then that will be sucked by the housefly. Okay, so sucking or sponging also you can call it. Got it? So this is the thing. Housefly, last one it is given there. So some animals are snake. How they are eating? So I will add for this also. Snakes like python, they are eating the food. Okay, so snakes are eating some other this one food maybe. What they are eating, like frog. Okay, so frog, other fishes maybe, or something they are eating. No, it is a carnivorous only. So rats, like that things it is eating. How it will eat? By swallowing only. They will capture the food and they will swallow it. Okay, so one more thing it is given here, hummingbird. Okay, I not wrote that one. Ninth one, hummingbird. Hummingbird, it's a small bird. Okay, very small, smallest bird it is. Okay, so it will eat small insects. Sometimes insects or some of the parts of a plant. Okay, that may be the nectar also. Sometimes insects or in nectar also it will suck from its mouth part. It is having a beak-like structure. We will call it as a proboscis. Okay, so with that it will put inside the flower part, or it will take the other parts like other food items like insects or small body part of insects that it can eat, hummingbird. So here also you can name it as a sucking food. Okay, so it will suck the food. So these are all the various modes of feeding. Okay, so what are all these modes of feeding? You write down, children, all these. These are very important. Okay, you don't know the Siphoning. This word you don't know. Siphoning means it is sucking the food from the base, from down into upper part like a juice. How will suck from the straw? No? Like that only. These are sucking. That activity for we'll call it as a siphoning. Then one more, sponging is given. Sponging means the housefly is going to secrete some chemical substance on the food item so that it will become like a spongy. That means soft and soluble form it will turn into. So that will be sucked by the insect. Okay, so those two are the new words to you. So remaining all you know, but what are the ways you did not remember maybe. Okay, we are not thinking about all these animals. We only think about our food and how to eat. But these animals are different ways or different modes they have. Okay, so just concentrate on these animals, how they are eating the food also. So in the next class, we will discuss about the other parts of digestion. Okay, until that you be studying this, and we are sending the notes part of this lesson also, first lesson. You read and write down that one in a 200 pages, one side unrolled notebook as a class subject. Okay, thank you one and all.